Good morning. My name is Mrs. Epps. Today I'm going to present a math lesson to you on addition. Before we begin our lesson, we're going to talk about some symbols that are related to addition. So now, when you see this symbol, do we add or subtract? You probably said add, and you were right if you said add. Yes, when you see this symbol, you add. And when you add, you put a group of items together. And I'm going to show you how to do that a little later on. This is your equal sign. In an addition sentence, it comes after the plus sign. Okay? This is called your plus sign. This is called your equal sign. Okay? So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over some words, math words that we're going to come across today. I want you to say plus. Repeat that word. Equal. Repeat that word. Add. Repeat that word. Sum. Repeat that word. All together. Repeat that word. In all. Repeat those words. Very good. So our objective today is, I will add single-digit numbers. Repeat that objective with me again. I will add single-digit numbers. The materials that you're going to need are a paper, pencils, and counters. Now your counters can be pennies. If you have blocks around the house, you can use blocks. You can use spoons. You can use, if your mom has bobby pins, you can use your sister's barrettes. So I want you to take a few seconds to go get a piece of paper and a pencil, or mom will go and get it for you. We're going to continue on with the lesson, okay? Because you're going to need the paper and pencil and the counters towards the middle of the lesson, okay? So take a few seconds to go ahead and gather those materials, a paper, pencil, and counters. It can be any coins you choose, any sets of coins you choose. And I just gave you some examples of some counters that you can go and get, okay? Let me give you 1 second to do that. Okay, we're going to move on. So what you see here is a pond. We have a frog here and we have a duck here. And if you remember, when we add means to put a group of items together, okay? So we're going to put 2 frogs in the pond. We're going to put 2 ducks in the pond, okay? So now we have 2 frogs over here and 2 ducks over here. Now we need to determine how many animals do we have all together. Don't you remember that math word? All together. How many do we have all together? So in order for us to find out how many we have all together, we're going to have to put these groups together. So let's put them together. I'm going to bring him over here. And now we're going to count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 animals all together in the pond. We can write that 2 ways. We can say 2 plus 2 equals 4, or we can say 2 and 2 is 4. They both mean the same thing, but you are normally going to see it like this, okay? 2 plus 2 equals 4. Remember, when you see the plus sign, that means you're going to put groups of objects together, okay? Here's your equal sign. It comes after your plus sign. This is called the sum. Your answer to your addition sentence is called the sum, okay? All right. So let's do some more. We're going to move our frog back. Move our duck back. All right. Our next problem is going to be and I'm going to move these over. There we go. So now we have 3 frogs here and 3 ducks. We need to determine how many we have all together. So in order to do that, we have to move the groups together. We're going to move them together, and then we're going to count them all together. And you can use your pointer finger to count the items on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 animals all together. And let's look at our addition sentence. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Or you can say 3 and 3 is 6. They both mean the same thing, okay? Here's your plus sign. You know your plus sign means to put groups of objects together, and we did that up here. If you remember, those 3 frogs were over here, and then those 3 ducks were way over here, and we put the groups together to determine how many we had all together, okay? And our sum was 6. All right. You're doing a good job following along. So let's erase. Let's get a bigger eraser. Okay. We're going to move this frog back. So our next problem is going to be, I'm going to say the addition sentence this time. Okay. 3 plus 0. That's a little different, isn't it? So we just have 3 ducks in the pond. Okay. Do we have anything over here? Do we have groups of animals to add to this group? No, we do not. So if we were to write an addition sentence about what we see here, we would say 3 plus 0 equals, how many do we have up here? 1, 2, 3. 3. We didn't have to push any groups together because we only had 3 ducks in the pond. Or you can say 3 and 3 is, oh, I'm sorry, 3 and 0. Because we didn't add anything. So we put a 0 here. We didn't add anything, is 3. Okay? Same thing. All right, they both mean the same thing. All right, let's erase. Okay, and let's put our group back. So if we have 4 ducks, let's start off with ducks this time. We have 4 ducks over here and 2 frogs over here. And we want to determine how many we have all together. We've got to put our groups together. So let's put them together. Let's put the groups together. And now we're going to count them all together. Now you count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So we have 4 ducks, right? So let's write that addition sentence. We have 4 ducks plus 2 frogs equals 6. 4 plus 2 equals 6. And remember that plus sign means what? To put groups of items together. And that's what we did. Okay? So 4 and 2 is 6. Here's your equal sign. It comes after the plus sign. And here's your sum. Okay? All right. Good job. Let's erase. So now what we want to do is, let's do a couple more problems. Okay. This time we're going to put 7 frogs in the pond. Make sure I get them in the pond because, and 3 ducks, okay? So we have 7 frogs in the pond and 3 ducks in the pond. Now we need to determine how many we have all together. And when you hear that word all together, what does that mean? Add or subtract? Did you say add? You are correct. And when we add, we put items in a group together. So let's put them together. And we're going to see how many we have all together. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're right. We have 10 animals all together, right? So let's write that addition sentence. All right. 7 plus 3 equals 10. Or 7 and 3 is 10. All right, very good. Okay, remember here, our plus sign means what? To put items in a group together. Okay, and here's our equal sign. It comes after our plus sign, okay? All right. So now what we're going to do, let's move our frogs back in over here. I'm going to move our duck back. And we're going to do some more problems together. Now up here you'll see here, this is what we call a word problem. This is a different way of, or another way that you may see an addition problem. Okay? And if you look down at the bottom here, you're going to see the addition sentence. But let's read the word problem first, all right? And it says here, Randy is stacking items on a counter at the bank. He stacks 7 deposit slips. He stacks 3 loan applications. How many items does Randy stack all together? So if you recall, for our math vocabulary word, we had that in our list. See that word altogether? Whenever you see the word altogether in an addition problem, it means you're going to add automatically. You know that's what it means. That's what you're going to have to do is add. So in order for us to find the sum to this addition sentence, we need to count these items all together. We're going to put these items together. So let's count them all together. You can point to the screen as I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? 7 plus 3 equals 10. And you could have done the same thing with your counters. You could have put out 7 items, put out 3 items, and put the groups together, and you would have come up with the same answer. So we'll do that for the next set of problems that we're going to do, okay? All right. Let's read our word problem. Randy is stacking items on a counter at the bank. He stacks 7 deposit slips. He stacks 2 loan applications. How many items does Randy stack all together? There is that important word. Whenever you see all together, it means you're going to add. Okay, and remember when we add, we put groups of items together. So take out 7 of your counters. Whatever counters that you had, take out 7 of them. Now take out 2 more counters. Now you're going to push those groups of objects together. Push those groups together, okay? And then we're going to determine how many we have in all. So I'm going to count on my screen, and you count your counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And our answer is 9. So let's read our addition sentence. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Okay, let's go to our next problem. Okay, here we go. Danielle is collecting items from bank tellers at the bank. She collects 3 money envelopes and 2 coin wrappers. How many items does Danielle collect all together? Do you see that word there, all together? It means you're going to add. So now you can take out your 3 counters. If you look at my screen, you'll see my counters are already there. 1, 2, 3. So take out your 3 counters. And the number of corn wrappers Danielle collects was 2. So take out your other 2 counters. Now what I want you to do is push those groups together. And let me give you an example of that, okay? And I showed you that when we did the pond, the animals on the pond, but I'm going to show you another way when you're putting groups of items together, okay? So if you see here, I have some counters. So remember she had 3 items, so you can pull out your 3 items like this. And then she had 2 other things she had to put together because the addition sentence at the bottom was 3 plus 2 is equal to something, okay? So you put your 2 items over here. And when you put them together, you just move them together, just like this. See how I'm moving them together? And now let's count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I say push the items together, that's what I mean, okay? And let's write 5 here. All right. All right. So here's our same problem. And then we just put in 5, okay? Now, I'm going to show you another way that you can add too. And it's going to be called, you can solve an addition problem like this using the number line. So let me show you that, okay? And you can make your own number line. Okay, you can make your own. And you see here, there's a problem here. An addition sentence is right here. You can make this at home. You can get mom to make it for you. Okay, you can put 2 sheets of paper together. Make sure that there's no writing on them, and make your number line. You see that this number line starts with 0 and ends with 20. So let's use a number line to solve this problem. So here's the addition sentence. 5 plus 3 equals something. Okay? So if you're using a number line, you would start here. Okay? See where it says the starting number is 5, so you would start there. And then you're going to jump how many spaces? 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. What's my answer? 8. And see, in this case, you didn't have to use counters. So now you can choose if you like to use counters more than you like using a number line. Wonderful. You still come up with the same answer, okay? If you like to use the counters, you can go back to the counters. You have options. You have an option, okay? So let me just read what it says here. It said this was your starting number and the number of jumps, 1, 2, 3. And then it says, where did you end? And we ended up on what? Let me put it back again. We ended on 8, okay? And of course, we wrote 8 right here, okay? All right. That's all the way. Okay, so now let's just do one more problem using the number line, okay? So if we have here, let's do 7 plus 2. What is our starting number? Did you say 7? Yes. So our starting number is 7. How many spaces are we going to jump? 2? You're right. So let's jump 2 spaces. 1, 2. What is our answer or our sum? Did you say 9? You were exactly right. 9. Very good. Let's read. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me put it in the correct spot here. Sorry about that. Let's read our addition sentence. 7 plus 2 equals 9. And if you recall, that addition symbol or plus sign means to put groups of items together. We just put those groups of items together in a different way. We use a number line. Okay? So now let's do some practice problems. Are you ready? Get your paper and pencil and your counters together. And if mom or dad made you a number line really quickly, you're going to be able to use that for this activity too, okay? Now, if you see here, you have 2 die. I'll go over to this side, okay? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll the die, okay? And we're going to do it together. So let's roll the die. So over here, now this is done a little bit differently. So that's why we're going to do it together, okay? How many dots do you see on this die? 2. So we're going to write 2 here. All right, so get your 2 counters out. How many dots do you see on this die? So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put 6 right here. Now, push those groups together. Push them together, okay? Oops, I'm sorry. But we know that there was a 6 here, so let me put the 6. It was 6 die over here. So if you put your 2 groups together, that 2 plus 6 is going to be 8, okay? When I maneuvered the dice, it turned the dice. But it's 2 plus 6 equals 8, and I hope that you got 8, okay? So let's erase. And let's move the die again. Okay, so let's count how many counters you're going to need. For this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So take out your 6 counters. How many counters do you need for this die? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take out your 4 counters. Now move your groups of counters together. Move them together. Now let's count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to write 10. Excellent job, okay? So let's go back and read this addition sentence, okay? 6 plus 4 equals 10. If you recall, this plus sign means what? We're going to add our items together. We're going to add groups of objects together, right? And we did that up here. We added these two together. When you use your counters to push those groups together. This is called, what is this symbol called? Your equal sign, right? And it always comes after your plus sign, okay? And this is called your sum, which is your answer to your addition sentence, okay? All right. Remember, one of those keywords was all together. Whenever you see all together in a word problem, it means you're going to do what? Did you say add? Yes, correct. It means you're going to add. I have enjoyed being with you today. I hope that you learned how to add single-digit numbers. And please continue to practice at home. And don't forget to use a number line if you choose to do so to add to the computer addition problem. Please stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you the next time.